Alright, y'all, so 2020 is coming. It's literally less than a week away. And you guys need to realize how big of a change 2020 is going to be. Like, there's a whole conscious shift going on right now. So many people are waking up. So many people are becoming conscious. They're becoming spiritually aware. And um, the Matrix doesn't want that. They don't want us to be woke. They don't want our third eyes open. And let me explain what the Matrix is, because you guys probably have no idea what this term is that I keep on using. The Matrix is basically the system that we live in, the system that's made to destroy us. Um, so basically, I'm gonna explain this quick because like this is gonna be a long video, and I need to get this said off my. I need to get this cleared up real quick. So we are spiritual beings. Like, this glob of meat isn't us. But and if we and we could escape the matrix by connecting with our higher self, meditating and clearing our mind. Once you clear your mind, you could connect with your higher self. All the answers will come to you. All the real answers to this life that you live in, not what the matrix programmed you. And the matrix wants to program you. They want you to think their way. They want you to work for them. Everyone was put on this earth with their own purpose, their own unique purpose, and that purpose was not to work a 9 to 5 job. So the Matrix wants you to work a 9 to 5 job. They want you to work for them. They want you to be controlled and just work in the system. And they're gonna do everything in their power to keep you in that system and not allow you to escape. That's why they send us to school. They send us to college, and they try to make us get a job. Because once we're in the working field, we're lost in the Matrix. So when you connect with your higher self, you're automatically gonna not want a 9 to 5 because you want to write your own destiny, not fulfill someone else's. But the Matrix doesn't want that, like I said. So what do they do to prevent that? They put all kinds of distractions to keep us from connecting with our higher self. Because, like I said, you need a clear mind to connect with your higher self, and distractions like social media, phones, video games, stuff I'm going to talk about coming up, that's coming up in 2020, all that is making it harder for us to meditate. Because when we go to clear our mind and go within, thoughts come into our head, and the more distractions we have, the more thoughts we're going to have, which just makes it harder to connect with our higher self. And when you connect with your higher self, you can escape this system. You got to wake up and see the illusion of life. Life isn't real. You could literally only see, with these two eyes, you can only see 1% of what's truly out there. There's so much more out there than this system that we're stuck in, which I call the Matrix. So what if we all realize that nothing here even matters? So that's why they want you to sleep. They don't want you to see that we're only witnessing 1% of what's truly out there. They just want us stuck here. And then they poison our brains so we can't live in the moment. Because when you live in the moment, you'll start to see all the other, you'll start to see the illusion that we live in, basically. So I hope you guys understand the Matrix now. That's the Matrix in a nutshell. It goes way deeper than that, but I was trying to say that quick, like I said. So 2020 is going to be, a lot of people aren't going to make it in 2020. Everyone that's asleep is going to have a very hard time in 2020. And I like, when you guys are watching this video, please don't be paranoid. I'm not trying to make anyone paranoid. That's the last thing I want to do. If anything, take this information, do your own research, and just work on yourself. 2019 was really your time to work on yourself and connect with your higher self so you could be prepared for 2020. But it's never too late. Better late than never. So I'm going to explain some stuff to you guys that's going to happen in 2020. And how do I know? How do I know that this is going to happen? I've done my research and I've gone within. That's how I know. 2020 is a huge year, bro. Like, it's a whole new era. The 2010s is in the past. Now we're into a whole new era. There's a whole conscious shift going on. If you look around, so many people are becoming spiritual. So many people are waking up right now. Like, there's really a whole conscious shift going on right now. So obviously, the more people that are waking up, the Matrix is going to come up with more ways to distract us. And right now I'm gonna explain some of those things that are coming to destroy us in 2020. And the first thing is the rise of 5G internet. And you already see 5G internet everywhere. All this cellular companies like AT&T, T-Mobile, they're promoting 5G right now. But 5G is poison. The frequency on a 5G tower, when a bird flies by it, the bird drops dead. When bugs fly by it, they drop dead. The frequency is too powerful for us living humans to handle, for us third dimensional beings to handle. Um, the the same frequency that's used in 5G internet is used in the military to destroy our enemies. So why is that same frequency going to be released to the public for us to be exposed to 24/7? Like this phone right now that I'm holding, that I'm recording with, is 4G, and even this radiation is known to cause cancer. So imagine 5G, like you're holding the phone right here, talking on the phone, that you literally have cancer sitting against your face. Uh, the way 5G works is the signal is really weak, uh, but like the internet is very very strong. So like, you could download a game that would normally take 8 hours on 4G, but in 5G it will take literally like 80 seconds, because it's like a gig per second. That's how fast it is. So say you're getting 100 megs per second right now, you multiply. I don't know. I'm not good with internet, but you could do the math on that yourself if you're internet, like if you know a lot about computers and stuff. But there's gonna have to be a 5G tower literally in front of every house because the signal's weak. Because in order to get that much power, you have to have a lot of towers. So one, nature's gonna be being destroyed at a unreal rate because they're gonna have to cut down trees for these 5G towers. And if they're cutting out trees, then there's nothing to absorb this bad CO2 and radiation that's being put out, because trees are the only thing saving us. I hope y'all know that all this pollution we're causing, the trees take in all those bad compounds and elements that we're putting out into the air. But like I said, there's gonna be a 5G tower in front of every house that has 5G. So if you have 5G, you're being exposed to that radiation 24/7 because it's right in front of your house. So you're screwed if you get 5G internet. And eventually we're all gonna have it if we want to use phones and computers and stuff like that, because we're not gonna have access to it. Everything's gonna be 5G soon. So I don't know what the solution's gonna be, but some like we gotta come together and put an end, like find a solution to 5G, because I'm telling you guys, it's gonna destroy us. It's gonna like program our brains to be in the matrix even more. It's bad. It's gonna cause cancer. It's gonna destroy nature, and it's gonna program us even more. And like I said, don't be paranoid. Take this information, and you'll be better off knowing this information, bro. Because 5G, all these bots, all these people that aren't aware and aren't connected with their higher self, they're in trouble. But we're good. If you're watching this video, you're on the spiritual journey with me, so you're gonna be good. All right. So more ways that are gonna so like I said, I'm listing ways that the Matrix is gonna distract us in 2020. Politics, bro. Don't pay attention to them. Do not watch the news. There's gonna be crazy politics coming up. There's a whole ass presidential election for the U.S. coming up. Don't like Trump just got impeached. It's a whole puppet show, bro. It's fake. Politics are fake. The president doesn't matter. Whoever the president is, it does not matter. Everything that's going on would be going on either way, no matter who's in office. The president is used to push forward the agendas that the Matrix wants. And agendas are used to distract us too. I'm gonna use that in the future. They're used to divide us. But so Trump gets impeached. Everyone's going crazy. Distraction. Presidential elections going up. It's going to probably be the most controversial election ever. Huge distraction. Of course, we have the most controversial president probably ever right now. And of course that comes at the time during the mass consciousness shift, because it's just a big distraction. Like Trump, people feel very strongly about Trump, whether you love him or you hate him, and then that's a big distraction because we're freaking worshiping another man, and two, like we can't possibly connect with our higher self if all we're thinking about is the election and the politics and the impeachments that are coming up. So politics, huge distraction in 2020. Stay away from them. Like I said, if you want to vote, go ahead and vote. Like if you feel like your vote matters, go ahead. I'm not telling you not to vote, but don't take it serious. Don't let it get to you, because it's gonna be rough. And I'm telling you, Trump's probably gonna win again in 2020. I'm not saying I like him. I'm not saying I dislike him. I have no opinion on politics whatsoever because they're irrelevant. They're fake. It's literally a distraction. Like I said, everything that's happening would be happening no matter who's in office. because these decisions aren't made by the president. They're made by the higher ups. They're made by the things that are running this matrix. So yeah, politics gonna be a huge distraction. Another huge distraction is gonna be there's gonna be more natural disasters, more weather changes, more climate change, which doesn't exist because weather is fake, weather's controlled. And if you think I'm BSing, that's go ahead, do your own research. You can't Google this stuff because Google is controlled by the Matrix too. So obviously they're not gonna let you see it on Google. You got to go like deep on the internet to find this stuff, or you got to go within. If you can't go within, you have to go deep on the internet to find stuff like this because Google is controlled. Google is for the Matrix. They tell you not to go on deep web because that's where you can literally like find the glitches within the matrix and really learn information. I'm not saying to go on the deep web because I don't have much experience with it myself. If you really want to find like real information, then that's the place to go. So, like I said, more natural disasters are coming. This year there was hella earthquakes in California, hella hurricanes on the east coast. There's blizzards. Like I live in the desert, bro. I live in the Mojave Desert. It hasn't snowed here in literally like 7 years. And I kid you not, there was a whole ass blizzard yesterday. And 1 month ago, it snowed again on Thanksgiving. It snowed on Thanksgiving and it snowed yesterday. So that's literally two snows in literally a month. And it hasn't snowed in 7 years. So something's going up with the weather. And the weather is controlled. Like I said, if you don't believe me, look it up. They can make clouds and they can make rain come out of those clouds. They can make wind. Like half the clouds you see are fake. They're called chemtrails. And they use them to block the sun. They use them to spread pollutants in the air for us to breathe in. Everything's literally made to destroy us, man. And the more you get into spirituality, the more you'll see that. And like I said, don't become paranoid because of all the stuff I'm telling you. It's better that you're aware of it because you've been exposed to it all along. It's just now you know. So that's nothing. It's literally nothing to be afraid of. Now that you're aware of it, you could like um you're even more immune to it. So yeah, with the weather changing, there's gonna be more hurricanes, more earthquakes, more tornadoes, more blizzards, all that stuff coming up in 2020. So, and I mean more than usual. They're gonna be really promoting this climate change agenda, and it's a distraction because weather's controlled. So don't let this stuff affect you. Um, Nature is everything, so we got to protect nature at all costs. But if you see any agendas being pushed as far as weather goes on the news, it's just a distraction. News is fake. News is the number one source of programming that they have against you. So don't watch the news. Don't pay attention to the news. All right, another thing, our food is getting worse. There's going to be more fast food trends coming out, and these fast food trends are made to destroy you. The Popeyes chicken sandwich was straight up poison. That's GMO. That's not even chicken. It's GMO cloned chicken. I don't even know if it's chicken. So I don't even know if the Popeyes chicken sandwich is even chicken or not, but it's GMO, whatever it is. It's not chicken and it's horrible for you. Don't eat that. That's their number one way of poisoning you. Whatever is in that chicken sandwich that's closing your third eye, it's polluting your brain. It's taking you away from your higher self. Like I said, 2020 is the year to go plant based. Everyone's going plant based. Look around. That's why they're like that's part of the consciousness shift. People are becoming more conscious of what they eat, and they're coming for the vegan food too now. Like if you look around, there's plant-based burgers in fast food restaurants, but fast food restaurants are part of the matrix, so you can't trust fast food restaurants. Um, if you really people are going vegan, and the vegan diet's a natural way of life. The vegan diet literally connects you with God. Like it's people think the vegan diet is to be healthier. Yes, it's to be like spiritually healthier. The vegan diet brings you closer to God. So obviously the matrix knows that people are becoming more conscious of what they eat, so they're going to try to get to the vegans now. That's why they're coming out with these fast food burgers, these fast food plant-based burgers, which aren't plant-based, they're like chemical-based. And there's going to be more um, plant-based coming out in fast food in 2020. Do not trust it. And even they're still coming for the meat eaters, obviously. Popeye's chicken sandwich, McDonald's is coming out with the chicken sandwich. But in 2020, They're gonna release plant-based KFC. They're gonna release plant-based breakfast sandwiches. They're gonna release plant-based McDonald's. You can't trust none of that. Just because it's plant-based doesn't mean it's healthy. It's still GMO, chemical-based garbage. So don't trust all these fast food trends that are coming out in 2020. It's all made to destroy you. There's a conscious shift going on when it comes to food, so they're trying to put an end to that and put us back into the programming. So watch out for that. All right. Something else that's coming up in 2020 that's going to distract us, the new gaming consoles. I know y'all can't wait for that new PS5 and that new Xbox Pro or whatever it's called, that big bulky cable box refrigerator looking thing that's coming out. I know you guys are excited for that, but more ways to distract you, more ways to keep you from your higher self. And I struggle with video games, bro. I love video games. I love Madden. I love 2K. But whenever I go to meditate, that's what's in my mind. And it's hard. It makes it harder for me to connect with my higher self. That's something that I've struggled to let go of. And I'm still working on that. So video games are a huge distraction, bro. And it's okay to play video games moderately. But if your whole life's revolving around the game, that's keeping you locked in the system. It's making you a bum. Video games give you a sense of accomplishment, like when you pass levels and stuff, but you're really not accomplishing nothing. It's a game. It's not real. And people like waste their whole teen years away on a video game when you could be using that time to start your little business or start a YouTube channel or even do something productive, but we waste most of our teen years on the video games. So that's another way to distract us that's coming in 2020. These consoles are going to be crazy, bro. All kinds of cool stuff. But the better it seems, the worse it is for you. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying not to buy the new consoles and enjoy them, but be mindful of what's going on. And pay attention to how that stuff's making you feel. So, I told you guys all the crazy stuff that's coming out in 2020 to distract you and destroy you. So let me tell you how to avoid this stuff, because you're probably thinking, well, you're probably panicking right now, which you shouldn't. Like I said, don't be paranoid. So I'm going to tell you guys how to avoid all this stuff. Number one, meditate. You got to go within. You've got to connect with your higher self. I'm telling you, bro, you won't do good in 2020 if you're not connected with your higher self. You have to do it, bro. I don't care what you believe in. If you're not connected with your higher self, you're not going to survive, like I said. Because that's how you, like, live your true life. That's how you manifest whatever you want. You don't have to get a job. You could sit on your ass all day and manifest money. You could serve your purpose, and then you're making money naturally. And your purpose is naturally going to be something that you love to do. You just don't know what your purpose is yet because you haven't gone within and found it. So meditate, start meditating, start going within, and you'll be good. Literally, meditation is the cure to everything on this world. So if we all meditated, we wouldn't need presidents, we wouldn't need teachers, we wouldn't need doctors. We'd all have the answers ourselves, because when you go within, you're getting answers from higher ups, from higher levels of consciousness beings, and it's all pure love. It's all unconditional love. So we all have to go within, bro. Everything, all the real answers come within. Everything that's outside of you was programmed into you. That's not really what you believe. So go within. Like I said, another way, start eating organic. Get on the vegan diet. Don't stop eating fast food altogether. Be careful what you're putting into your body. Really look into, if you're buying like plant-based burgers and stuff, be careful. Really look into what's inside of those burgers. If you can't see the plants in the patty, don't eat it. It's not plant-based. It's chemical-based in that case. Another thing, cut out all of your distractions. Figure out what's distracting you. Try to meditate and just think about what's and while you're meditating, whatever is like popping into your head, that's what's distracting you. That's what's keeping you from your higher self. It might be certain people in your life that are causing you problems. It might be your girlfriend. It might be a girl you're trying to get at. It might be social media. It might be a video game. It might be politics. It might be like controversy in the entertainment industry. Whatever it is, you gotta let it go if it's distracting you. And you could come back to it once you reach your goals spiritually. But you've got to let it go, and you got to make sacrifices in order to grow as a person. So I've been cutting out social media. I've been cutting out like contact with people in general. Like I barely hang out with anyone anymore. I have like 3 friends because so many people are just distractions to me. So if they're distracting you, you gotta let them go, because your relationship with God should be your number one priority in your life. If you don't believe in God, your relationship with your higher self should be your number one priority in life. You should be your number one priority in life. You're living for you, not for no one else. So if someone's distracting you, they gotta go. And that leads into what I'm gonna tell you next. Um, the next way to survive 2020: cut off everyone who isn't on the same journey as you. Cut off everyone that's gonna be a distraction to you. If someone's fully like supporting 5G and you know they're not going to change and they're like fully involved in this politics stuff, they got to go. You got to let go of people like that. Those are bots. They're never going to change. They're programmed and it's too late for them. They're not going to escape. So you can't feel bad for them. You got to focus on you. You got to make sure you're good. And with that being said, do all your research. Um, like I said, not Google. And if you are going on Google, you got to go deep into Google, deep pages, because everything has algorithms. The truth isn't going to be on the first page. You got to go deep into Google. You got to do your research within. That's the number one source of research, is within you. So you got to question everything. Everything you see new that's coming out, new fast food trend. Research it. See what's really behind it. President gets impeached, research it, see what's behind it. A new flying car comes out, research it, see the agenda behind it. And with that being said, I hope you guys all have a great year. We're going to make 2020 our year, the year of the chosen ones. So yeah, man, take care of your guys' self. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this gave you some solid information. With that being said, have a great day, and I'm out.